What the fuck were they thinking?
Bruh, I'm reading these leaks, and let me just give a round of applause for the person, the disgruntled employee who leaked this info. Just let me just say, not all heroes wear cape, and you, good friend, are a hero. Because this, what they have done to this story, what they have done to the characters, based off of what I read, is just, it's disrespectful. Man, you have betrayed the fan base.
Your game turns out to be a trash. Okay, this is a really big trash fire. Like, what the hell did you think when you actually wrote this game?
If you're a fan of the first game, like I was, well, I am a fan of the first game, you won't enjoy this game, for its plot anyway. I'm sure the gameplay is improved, I'm sure Naughty Dog's done their best to improve the gameplay experience, but at the same time, if the story isn't good, what's the point?
I just know for a fact, if you guys are expecting some type of amazing Last of Us Part, if you're expecting me to be as excited in my Last of Us Part 2 unboxing as I was for Last of Us Part 1, stop. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm not looking forward to this game as much as I was Part 1. And with some of the stuff that I saw, because again, I wasn't trying to avoid it. It got to the point with me where I was like, you know what? Let me see what was shown. I really didn't care. And once I saw some of the stuff, I was like, oh my goodness, bro.
They're upset. A lot of people are upset. Not just because of, and I don't think it's just because of the homophobic Christian villains. I don't think it's just because of the Ellie being gay. It's not. It's all of the stuff that they use to sell that. You know what I mean? To the point where it hijacks why we play these games in the first place.
You gotta thank this bloke, because it saved a lot of people money on wasting their money on a piece of shit product. Because this is a piece of shit product. The story is not there. If the leaks are true, and there's gameplay to prove it, so I'm gonna go along with the lines they're true. The story isn't there. Whoever was writing it has dropped the ball big time. Neil Druckmann, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, mate.
Me, myself, I'm not even that judgmental. I'm gonna keep an open mind. I'm gonna play the game, and we'll see if it's actually ruined or not. We'll see if it's as bad as people think that it's gonna be. I'm keeping an open mind. If it's bad, then it's bad, and I'll call it out. And if I think that it's actually, that they still executed on it very well, and that it, in the end, did make sense, or that I think it's a cool direction they took it in, then I'm going to speak up about that too, you know what I mean? I've always been like that. I've always tried to be balanced. I never just call something bad or good, or, I'm not going to pretend like something can change or that something can get better or worse. That's just the way things go, right?
This game can kiss my ass. Fuck this game. I'm not playing it. I'm not buying it. I wouldn't play it if it were free.
I'm gonna let you know straight up, do not buy this game. Based on what I've read, based on what I've seen, do not buy this game. Rent it, my guy. Rent it, pimpin'. Save yourself this $60. If I had been playing this game and the events that I read were to happen while I was playing, I don't know what I would have done. I possibly could have broken my controller or broken my PS4. I don't know what could have happened.
Where he basically said, if you don't like The Last of Us 2, you are an ist, a phobe, and an ism. And then going so far as to pull a full Kelly Sue DeConnick.
And if you don't like my politics, don't buy my book.
Well, if it's any consolation, Neil, I think quite a few people are taking you up on your offer.
I mean, I'm definitely going to buy it regardless. I don't care if the ending of the game got leaked to me. And at the end of the day, I still got to see it with my own eyes in person.
It's really, I'm against this whole entire culture and climate we live in. I am against give the black man the job because he's black. That is wrong. I am against make a gay movie because it's hot to be gay right now. I'm against make the character gay because we need gay. I am against we need an Asian. Can I get an Asian? But this character has history. Well, for new characters, I'm going to say you could do anything. For a new character that you create with creativity, you can make him black. You can make him gay. You can make him a trans. Heck, you can make him a black gay trans. All in one. I'm fine with that. But it's the instant that you take popular characters that already have precedence in story and then you start to change them.
And I'm like, are you kidding me? You actually expect me to continue to play the game after certain things happen? Are you nuts? You expect me to play the game out? You must be insane.
That's apparently what's happening in these leaks. So you have to remove the toxic male to make it more female-centric, and then we've got to then push all of our identity politics into it. What a nonsensical situation we have found ourselves in.
Well, I'm sure they'll do fine. I'm sure the game will do fine. I'm sure they'll find success critically and financially. It's just really crazy to see such a prestigious studio get tarnished.
Like, imagine myself. I personally have no interest in Fortnite or Animal Crossing or something like that. And imagine me coming out and bitching to developers that you need to make this shit more inclusive because I want to play it. I want it to be good for me. No, they would spit in my face, essentially. Which they should. And be like, nah, that's, we got a dedicated fan base that really like this stuff. They like the direction it's going. I think we're fine. Like, that's it. That's how things should be handled.
You know, not all heroes wear capes, and this person is definitely out here saving lives and saving people $60 or more on this game. Like, I don't put that lightly. When I first read this, I was just laughing. Like, I could not genuinely believe that this was real. Like, I could not believe that this is an actual storyline that Naughty Dog, the masters of storytelling, are going with for the sequel to probably one of the most beloved games ever made. Like, I genuinely could not believe that this was real. Like, this seemed like some shitty Tumblr fan fiction that somebody took off like an LGBT video game fan fiction page. Like, that's exactly what this sounds like. And honestly, I really can't believe this shit's real.
The fact that they would try to just do this little swapperoo and try to sneak in some nonsense? Why? For what? You had a good narrative. You have good characters. You have a good story. You had good gameplay. Why ruin it all? For what? Why? For what? I'm sorry. I'm glad about this leak. And I hope this game does abysmal. I hope the sales are disgustingly low.
They can't spoil the entire game. People can spoil moments, maybe screenshots and all that, but they can't spoil the gameplay, what leads up to this kind of stuff. So, like, that's whatever. They can't take away the overall experience. It's like reading the script for a movie instead of watching it. You know, it's completely different. There's so many other things. There's going to be so many other moments.
I don't mean this from a place of hatred. I mean this from a true and honest place of love. Please don't buy The Last of Us Part 2. If Naughty Dog is going to go back on their hopeful previous game with a hopeless game, it's time for me to turn my own back onto them.
I'm still upset because I know that I'm missing a lot of context, and I'm still going to play the game. You know, I'm still going to get it when it drops, obviously, and I'm going to cover it. And I'm going to experience it for myself before I lock in any actual, like, this is really how I feel about it. But what I know now, I'm a little bit sad, honestly, and disappointed